and environment. Naturally, if a child, comes from parents that are very short and all that, chances that they may not be too big is very high. Spiritually, for instance, this church has an inherent factor of growth, which is hereditary. How do I mean? Anybody living CTC Zaria, CTC Kaduna, CTC Jos, CTC Lagos, and is coming to Abuja, they will look for CTC. Many redeemed churches or Deeper Life churches or assemblies or living faith, it's called membership migration. Sometimes maybe members of this church are migrating, not only interdenominational migrations, they move into another place. So hereditary, this church has that. For instance, if you're a member of Redeem, you go to say, well, I'm a member of Redeem, then they have added members. The family just joined us. They are our members in another place. That's hereditary. But there are other growths that are not hereditary, that are environmental. How you've created the environment for growth. Created the environment for growth. I found pastors who want to grow their churches, sir. And they're in a hall, and the hall has been filled for more than a year. They have not found a way to move out of that closed hall. One of the rules of church growth is people will rise to fill the available hall. You must always have a hall that is more than the people you have. So that if you need a larger program, people can always come in and you can retain a number of them. Church retention might help you to do that. And number 10, growth and development are predictable. If a church is growing or we grow, I can tell you. A young couple came to me. The lady is an Igbo lady. The guy is a Yoruba man. And we did everything to resolve the matter. Midnight, this guy would beat his wife with pregnancy. He's supposed to be a pastor. And things were happening and all that. And I told them, I spoke to them and I said, I don't see a future in your marriage. You have been married to your wife. It's just 3 years. You have 2 children. He said the 4th year. He said, sir, it's my wife that is the problem. I said, why? He said, I've been talking to her for 4 years now. I've been telling her to stop something 4 years now. And she has not stopped. I said, that's a very powerful revelation you are giving to me. As at that time, my marriage was 24 years. I said 24 years ago, there were things I told my wife to stop. 24 years after, we have just started. I said, if you want to divorce your wife on the ground that there's something you told her 4 years ago she hasn't done, you have many more opportunities. This is not the one. There will be many more opportunities to divorce your wife, but this one, no, is not. It's not. If you ask my wife, that he will tell you that there are things that she has struggled that I changed. For instance, how I attend ceremonies, or go with her to market, or do certain things that she has tried from the day we got married, and she has not succeeded. She hasn't left me because of that. As I speak to you, I told them, I said, there's no future in your marriage. He said, sir, why you said? I said, you are an Igbo girl. You are married to a Yoruba man. You didn't understand his culture. And the guy is not trying to understand your culture. Where is the future? A year and a half from the time I said that, the man left her in the country and ran to another country. He left his job here. He didn't come back anymore. The marriage is ended since that time. They say, oh, why did you say that? As a man of God, you shouldn't say. I say it's not a curse. I'm predicting, I'm prophesying what is coming ahead because growth is predictable. Yoruba man, even if you didn't give him food, you just say, oh, call me a carosa. And then you go say, this is a wonderful, wonderful woman, because the culture is built on respect and honor. And liberality, just being nice, being gentle, being good. And in fact, in Yoruba culture, the first thing is what we call la'akai. La'akai is combination of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Those three things are combined with one name called la'akai. That means you have wisdom, you have knowledge, you have understanding. That's number one thing in their value system. The second one is omoluabi, character, integrity. So when a culture is built along that and you don't understand, Then you say he woke up, he called the husband and he said, how dare you call me my name? So they didn't resolve about the name to call each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? Something as little as that. So you can predict which marriage will last. You can predict which church will grow and which will not. By the things you are doing, if I come to your church, I don't need to worship for more than once, and I will tell if you are going to grow or not. And I can tell you what you need to do to change that church, to bring it to the point of growth. If I fellowship with you, I can tell you, Pastor, if I were in your shoes, I will do A, B, C, I will do this, do, and this church will grow. I can tell you that because I've been into it. All right. If you have any question, well, the last, let's say the second to the last is development brings about structural and functional changes. Of course, you know that. And, and this is the reason you hear things like new levels, or some other things. Every time you get into a new zone or new realm, new levels of growth, it will bring some changes. Some people are very good now at managing the audio department at this level. But if we are going to have you'll be paying this man to come and retrain your men. It doesn't mean they are not valuable. It means you are upping their games. Take the lectures, but when you listen, they will go into the bush, buy properties there, and force development there. They will put school there, put hospital there, as people are going there, and put church there. You continue to go there, and they will force development to that place. Pentecostal, we can stay in a hotel for 10 years. You will not say Anglican or Catholic doing that. They will go into bush and force development into those areas. You need to understand these principles. And there's constant interaction between all factors. If you have any question, you can quickly ask. I think Pastor Oji will come and take that.
Please, let's put that.